everybody, it is Calxiyn here with our analysis. If you guys enjoy, I hope that you guys will become patrons over on Patreon. So, let's get one fucking thing out of the way right now, okay? I made a couple videos. One of them was in Volume 5, and I posted this lady with the statue, and I thought that basically my theory is that the relic was like a person. That was the concept, but the concept was sort of that, like, there was a genie in the bottle, right? And then, a couple of days ago, I was like, oh, maybe it's Maria, but then it wasn't, but I was like, it's still, I swear to God, like, it's still in there, I'm still holding up hope, guys, it may not be her, but it's gonna be someone, and now, okay, we're gonna do a whole video on this, but now, I've literally never been so happy in my life. Like, sometimes I sit here, and I cry, and I feel like that all of this is for nothing.
You were doing that 10 minutes ago.
I know.
And then you saw this video, and it's like you had the spirit of God in you. You were fucking dancing in the halls.
Sometimes I sit here and cry and wonder what we do this for, okay? But today, okay, we fucking found out. Also, on a side note, we were kind of right about the blonde woman being Salem. We did one theory about it being, like, somebody related to Jean, but then we also did the Salem theory with the Ozpin's Past Lives theory. Highly recommend that video, by the way. So we were getting called left and right over here. You know what I'm saying? Oh, something else that I think we got right was in one of our videos, I think it was the trailer analysis or something, but we were like, oh, maybe that's Cinder and she's paying these people to hunt down Team RWBY. And it looks like now that's what's happening. So we were just so many calls, guys. This is why y'all I don't want to be over dramatic, but like we are one of the best RWBY channels out there. I'm just saying, okay? Because we have gotten so many things right. Like we are the fucking RWBY prophets, okay? And so y'all gotta listen to us. That's all I need to say. So let's actually get into analyzing the episode. So where we start, if you would like to go first, is Cinder, and she's falling in the water like some fucking Kingdom Hearts music video. Like, Kingdom Hearts 2 Roxas does, like, this plunge into the water.
You won't hear me.
And so she's coughing,
can't hit the high notes. Please! Oh, baby!
So go. Okay, so, anyway, yeah. So she wakes up, she kind of crawls her way out of the bottom of the thing, and then this woman's like, oh my god, are you okay? What the fuck happened
also,
to you?
like,
and she steals the lady's clothes and, like, murders her, and I'm just so
well, you know,
shocked.
Also,
what the fuck?
I'm like, in the super secret underground thing, you fall down a few hundred, like, you look up and you can see it.
Well, it was so dark, that's why, because there was no light in there, so you didn't see the bottom, but it wasn't as far as maybe a lot of us thought.
And also, it's like you slam your fist and it opens up. So I'm just like, not to be nitpicky, but how did nobody discover?
That? Well, maybe they have, but then Lionheart just put more rocks in. You know what I'm saying?
So.
like maybe he just reinforced it. But yeah, that fucking lady is. Say what
you want about Lionheart. He wasn't a great headmaster, but boy, could he move rocks.
Let's just talk about all the Cinder stuff first, because I just want to get that out of the way. I know we usually go in order of continuity, but since we're jumping around from past to present, it feels like we should.
That was one of the. How is it that
was one of the best cold opens like ever? Like it just didn't even start. You know what I mean? Like it just we were just there. We were just like. like that's Cinder right now.
RWBY had like this season. RWBY had like the best opening, and then it just only got better. And I'm like, you are not.
I have so much faith right now.
Saving the heavy shit. So later on, you are throwing punches.
I have so much like faith in like my soul, like just right fucking here. You know what I mean? Anyway, so then Cinder basically, you know, walks around, goes in Mistral, puts her coat up because people are hunting her down. Then, you know.
What we thought was the Neo dress was really just the dress she ripped off.
She stole off of someone, yeah. But we did say that the hooded figure was Neo, and that the hooded figure was Cinder, and that she was gonna fight Neo. So
we were right about that.
We were right about that.
You're less excited about being right about that because it wasn't about the. I wonder if Miles and Carrie ever saw. Like,
I hope so. I posted it on Twitter. I hope that it gets traction and they see it and they're like, man, that girl, she got us. You know what I'm saying?
She got her.
She got us! Got him! Okay. So, anyway, she goes there and asks Little Miss Muffet. We were right about that, by the way, about her character inspiration, because her name's Little Miss, right? It's Little Miss Muffet sat on her tuffet eating the curds away, and then she was afraid of spiders, right? That's based off of her inspiration. So that's
I used to be afraid, and so she runs some kind of gang.
Yeah, and so I don't understand what she meant.
It's like their Widowmaker.
I think the spider was supposed to be a metaphor that she's jumpy
for
about all
criminals.
these bandits and all these criminals. Like, hey, I used to be afraid of criminals, but then I became the big boss, right? Like, I love that, and I love her accent. Like, holy shit.
I thought when I first looked at her, I'm like, she's gonna be lame. But like 5 seconds,
and her name is Malachite, so that's
Malachite, which is the name of Machete and Militia or Milita or whatever. The other one
so that's weird.
Who fight Yang at the beginning. So
that's weird.
Those are her daughters
and
that
they
ended
just
up there.
Ended up there.
Like, wow.
She's running a crime boss family.
My God, I wonder if she's really proud of her crime boss children.
I hope so.
My kids.
Working for Junior, right?
That would be really weird to have.
I'd like to do a video about her separately because I think she's such a cool character. But anyway.
I don't know. There was also people in the bar that looked like they also, but then again, they had
and they were
darker
talking
skin,
and
they were talking about huntresses, and they had cool eyes, so it probably wasn't them. But maybe there's more kids.
Maybe.
Little Miss, I'm into Little Miss.
I love her. Yeah. So
I love her.
Cinder's like cool. Through the money, and she's like, "Oh, this looks like your life savings." And well, it was someone's. Right? I thought that was just so funny. But she's paying her to hunt down the crew, which we predicted. What else was I saying? I forgot. Oh yeah, but they basically don't tell. Like, boss, we already know where they are. We told that big guy. So Hazel, a couple weeks ago.
Hazel, do you think he could be also Adam? Maybe.
Big guy. Adam's not that. Big.
I'm pretty sure he's
tall, but big guy means big, like
big, tall.
I'm pretty sure.
We call that big boy.
Yeah, like Hazel's big boy. You know what I'm saying?
But then again, why would okay? I don't know. Anyways, yeah, both.
This is off topic, but some people call Arnold Big Boy, and it is Discord sticker, and so that's my argument for.
Is it boy with an I?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Okay. Anyway, to get back on topic, so they're like, "Oh, we already know," but then we were like, "But we don't know who's looking for her." So I'm guessing Neo is sorting for information about Cinder, and then hears it from these people, and that's how they fight.
Which I really thought this was going to be the Neo episode. It turns out to be the Everything Else episode.
That's fine.
You looked like you were going to bust a nut. Calm down.
It's No Nut November, but we already failed.
Why? Why?
Okay. Anyway, to get back to the RWBY stuff, so they're in the house, and Ozpin's explaining, hey, you can ask it 3 wishes every...
What does it do?
Once in a while,
okay,
right?
So, like, what does it do? It's like, alright, Oz, like, so you can ask it 3 questions, but I already asked it this millennia before I locked it up. Mm-hmm. And they made a joke, and Nora made a quick joke of just like, wow, I really want to get out of this house because
everybody was criticizing that, right? I thought that was funny. So there's that, and then he explains, okay, you can only ask it 3 questions every 100 years, but I used all of them, which he lied, right?
You little bitch.
He lied, right? So there's that. What else am I trying to say? Oh, okay, so Blake's just like, oh yeah, well, if that gets into the wrong hands, like, I'm pretty sure she's thinking of people like Adam, right? You know what I mean? Like, sort of like that. Blake's, like, little, like on the wall. I love that shit.
That's just really cute. You can also see...
Nora's like, can we ask it for more wishes? And then Ren says,
not a
it's
genie.
Not a genie, but he fought, like...
Ooh, I didn't even think of that!
Yeah, he was wrong! Like,
are there more genies in the different ones?
I'm guessing, because she says, I'm, like, here because of the god of light, right? So she's an appointed spirit, right? So I'm guessing...
Power's just like, I can...
So I'm guessing the other ones, there's 2 of light and 2 of darkness. So it's about... Destruction probably has the darkness one. Maybe Choice has the darkness one, because I think the dark gods who gave them choice... And that's kind of a biblical thing, too, like... The snake gives Adam and Eve, like, the knowledge and, like, the choice to decide God stuff, so... Choice is evil, follow Jesus. Like, that's basically what that whole thing's about. We went to, like, 14 years of Catholic school, and that's the best I can do for y'all. Sorry.
When you say about it, like, honestly, it's probably a little reductive. Religious people might not like it, but yeah, that's kind of the gist of my years of Catholic education. Anyways, moving on.
Catholic school is the best way to make somebody an atheist.
And gay.
Yeah. Anyway, off topic. So yeah, I love just their conversation and their interaction. It's so great. But then it falls in the snow. Right, and they're all talking, and they're all yelling at Ozpin, and everybody's ready to fight.
Well,
right?
you shouldn't just say that. It's just like, well, what exactly was it?
Because Ozpin's like, oh, what happened to no more half-truths about the relic? Like, Yang is the one dragging him.
Listen, right? Like, and then he really gets into this thing of, like, listen, I can't, like, I've been around for a while.
I've been betrayed before by people. So he's talking about Raven, I think he's talking about Salem, like, he's talking about all these people, right?
He also specifically talked about Lionheart.
Yeah.
Or, like, you didn't see Lionheart in his heyday.
Yeah, like Lionheart was good once. I don't want people to remember him for his mistakes. We all have regrets. Like, that's what he says, right? And so I feel like he's talking from personal experience. Like, Ozpin has regrets, right?
But then, out of left field, Oscar pops out. She's like, this motherfucker lying!
I know, because he can hear his thoughts, right?
Yes.
And then that's why he falls in the snow, and it all makes so much sense now. Like, Oscar's trying to regain control.
And so when that happened...
So he's like, the relic is named Jin! Just call her, she'll come out! And I was like...
And that's when you busted in. That's when you lost Not November.
Oh, dear. So, yeah.
Oh, God. Also, funny note...
I just love how Weiss is, like this to Crow. Like, Crow's
I just love how in the background you see
Maria is just, like, chilling, and she's just like,
Abuela's just like, what's going on?
I don't know. Like, you know what I mean?
I don't understand. Where's my walker? And then
I'm surprised they're just doing this in front of this old lady, though. Like, how are they okay with that?
I guess it's kind of like when you have a family fight when your friend's over, and it's just like, well, sorry you had to see this, but,
That's funny.
But
yeah, I love just all of their interactions. It's just so good. And then,
everyone's in the background.
Ozpin's like, do whatever you... Or Crow's just like, do whatever you think is right, kiddo. And then... RWBY decides to ask her, hey, what's Ozpin hiding from us? Which is a good question to ask once
that's like quick thinking. Also, something
and that's a question that encompasses basically everything. Because if she had just asked about Salem, right?
What if it goes too far and it's just like Ozpin had a thing for Glinda? Like, we all knew that.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't.
Like, yeah.
He goes commando constantly.
I love Ozpin's speech because I understand his perspective. Like, he's been betrayed by people before. He's not trying to show all the cards in his hand, right? And he doesn't think that of them, but he just thinks in general, like, it's not a good idea, right? But maybe there's a reason people keep betraying him, which is something that we're probably gonna find out now, right?
Also, that's another thing we're right, because we've always talked about how
Ozpin being fucking shady, yeah. Well, everybody says that, so that's not special. You know what's special? The relic Genie!
So, funny thing about Jin...
I've never been so fucking... Jin reminds me of the girl from A Legend of Zelda. Urbosa? The girl, and she's like the guardian of the last one that you're supposed to go to, the last Divine Beast. And she voices... she is voiced by Winter, the voice actress. And she's like, really, like... She's a really sexy... Also, girl from the woman.
The Jin is very attractive. I also like how
she's naked, but she doesn't have any nipples.
I like how Crow looked away. He was like, "Titties, no." But also, so two things I loved. One, you get to see a lot of personality in the background. Like they didn't just have him white. Like Weiss was like, "Ew, snow, ew, what?"
Yeah.
What is this? They put a lot of character in it.
I agree. They're not just standing
around.
They
made Crow be like,
titties.
And then, secondly, Jin is what genies were called.
She has a lot of personality, too,
so,
even though she's
like
just
an
a spirit.
Alibaba.
She's like, nice to see you again, old man. Like, I love that.
She reminds me of the Queen of the Fairies from Zelda, again, I guess. But yeah, so Jin, in Alibaba...
Yes, the Queen of the Fairies, too! Yeah. Or there's, in Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, there's some fairy, pots, and if you kill your horse, you can ask her to bring one back for you. But
But no, in Alibaba 1000 Arabian Nights or whatever it's called, the Aladdin story.
Yeah.
It wasn't a genie in the lamp, and it was a jinn in the lamp.
I wonder if Emerald will get that.
Because I don't know if I think it's in Islam.
I think it's a translation thing, right?
But I also think in Islam, I've heard, once again, the Catholic school. But,
Catholic school.
But it's like there's three types of non-human creatures. There's angels, and then there's humans, and there's jinn.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's the whole thing. But yeah, I thought that was a really cool name. She has like I love her like gold chain.
And she looks like the statue, which was the whole...
Yeah.
I'm still shook about getting my theory right. You guys may be like, wow, Cal's so narcissistic, but no, okay? Like we said at the beginning, listen, okay? I cry myself to sleep at night and wonder why we make these videos, okay? I just feel like my life is fulfilled, alright? That's all that I'm saying. So let me just have this one, okay? We were wrong about Hazel being a werewolf, okay? We had so many other theories that just didn't work. So,
Honestly,
let me
I think
live.
Hazel being a werewolf would have been cooler than what you got.
hire me, Miles and Carrie. I already know half of your story. Like, I know what's going on. I know where this is going.
Of all the... I was so convinced, like, you're an idiot. But when it happened, I was like... I'm like, I'd be excited, but you're right, and I know you'll be insufferable about this forever. However, I'm still...
I love you, Hunter. I'm just so happy.
It's just... I know, you would never say that unless you had gone... If this didn't go
this way, I'd
fuck
be
you,
like,
Hunter, let's do videos. I'm like, alright, but
Yeah.
now you're just full of happiness. You're like, I love everything. Everything's good. But no, so it's like... So, RWBY asks a very well-timed question of...
Hey,
what's
Osmond
not
hiding?
telling? And it swipes white, and we see Crow and Blake and
Hunter
Yang
was like, in the reaction that you guys haven't seen yet, Hunter was like, this is what happens when you forget about your fanfiction.
Because it was just all the RWBY characters
They
in
were
a
just
world
all in
of
a white
white.
space. And I like how she says once upon a time, like she's starting a fairy tale.
Yeah.
And a lot of people their first instinct may be Rapunzel, but I think it could be both, because I want to do a separate videos on this, but
there's a big castle that kind of looks like Beacon.
The Wizard of Oz, right? The
The
Wizard of
castle
Oz's
looks
castle.
like Beacon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's
the
Beacon castle.
same tower.
Yeah.
But in Wicked, what happens to Elphaba is Fiyero has a castle because he's a prince, and she locks herself in the tower, and she basically doesn't come out for a while because she's trying to plan the wizard's demise. Because in Wicked, if you guys don't know, he's like an evil dictator and stuff. I don't think this is canon to the Wizard of Oz, but Miles likes musicals, and Wicked is like everybody's fucking seen Wicked if you like musicals, right? So I'm just having faith that they're sort of looking at that source material, so I think it may be a fusion of Rapunzel, like the girl in the tower. Also, that was one of Ozpin's fairy tales that Pyrrell listed off, right? Yeah, I know the fairy tales like the blah blah blah, the girl in the tower, right? So obviously that's referencing Salem now. And basically in Wicked, the way Wicked ends is that, Elphaba melts or whatever. Some people say that she's still in that tower, and then one of the kids asks, oh, has she come out? And then the kids say, and then the grandmother who's telling the story says, not yet. Right? And so I think that that's sort of what it's supposed to be alluding to, how Elphaba is kind of locked up there because of what the wizard has sort of done and all that, and she's just kind of living her best life right now.
So,
I'd like to do a separate, better theory about that.
The woman in the opening is Salem.
Yeah.
You were right about that.
Maybe
too.
she is still related to John.
And I'm like, years ago, there was a woman, and her name was Salem, and I shit.
Yeah.
I shit because it's Salem. And
she's really hot.
Also,
and we were right about that too. We did a video on that, so I just feel very good.
But a lot of people thought that. No one thought fucking Genie's in the lamp.
I know. That's my proudest moment of making a RWBY video, and I hope that you guys recognize me for my profitability. Sometimes they aren't always on, but when they're on, they're fucking on, okay?
Motherfucker, are they
What
on?
a thing to be right about. But yeah. I just really like where this is going, and next episode I'm so fucking excited
Honestly,
to see
all the
everything.
people, I understand everyone has their own, whatever.
What do you mean, like their gripes with the show?
Everyone has their own gripes. If you don't like a show, you don't like it. But I'm just so utterly enthralled.
Enthralled, yeah.
Yes.
I just love it so much. And I like how this video is just shorter than our, other one, because, I feel like we spent a lot of time
guessing,
and now that we're right, it's just there's nothing else to
talk about. I also love how,
Cinder
came back, and when Cinder showed up, I was slapping your arm.
I know, I was
and Abuela's back, and we're learning about Salem, but everything's been blown
so
the
I guess
fuck out of the
Maria's
water.
gonna see all this, too, and she's just gonna be like, well, that was interesting.
What?
Maria, she's gonna see all this, right? She's around.
Right, yeah, that's the other thing. She's like, does Maria's also wow.
Does Maria give a shit? And I like how Ozpin's sort of walking with her, so I feel like they know each other somehow, right? Because if she's a silver-eyed warrior, she knows,
so
right?
Maybe she knows something now.
And if they talk about what else Ozpin was hiding, they may get to Summer eventually, because, Ozpin's hiding that the only reason why he let Summer be the team leader was because she had silver eyes, and then she sent her off to die and all that. But we may finally find out why Salem is evil and all that, and Ozpin is gonna get his teeth fucking kicked in.
So I think there should be a video of, Ozpin the villain.
Yeah, I think so.
But I am fucked. Whoa.
Do you want some G Fuel? I know it looks a little shady. Like, just in the classic.
I'm not gonna say what it looks like, anyways.
Anyway.
Put it back, please.
It's pink. I don't know why it's coming up so red on the camera, but yeah.
Okay.
I really just
orange.
want to make separate videos to talk about things, because even though this is our analysis of this, I don't want this to be, like, another 30 minutes, and so I guess we'll just call it right here. So I think next episode is going to be showing the stuff that happened, right?
I am so excited. Or
we may not get to see what happens next episode, and it may be all about the villains, or it may be cutting between Salem's story and then Salem's plot, right? Because we see Salem talking to Emerald, and, you know, they usually, for the trailers, right, because this was in the trailer, Salem talking to Emerald and them, they usually don't surpass, so I feel like next episode is gonna start with Salem talking to her crew, and then we're gonna find out her backstory. If that makes sense.
We're gonna learn
this is
that
such a better volume than volume 5.
Also,
I'm
the
sorry,
thing is that
but it's
Oscar
true.
seems scared when he...
Yeah.
So I'm like,
and
what is
Ozpin yells
hiding?
no, because he knows that people won't trust him if they see that, right? And so that's so fucking shady.
There's an argument to say that people in power feel like they deserve to be the ones that make decisions that greatly negatively affect a lot of people.
Yeah.
Because they feel like bestowed by the gods that right. I'm talking about people in real life.
Well, that's
And
the whole thing, divine right of kings being...
with Ozpin, it's literally like the gods have been like, it's your job to do this. So I don't know if they're gonna make him a villain or just an anti-villain, like just.
I think he just has some shady shit going on.
Someone who tried his best and hurt a lot of people along the way. Someone who's almost doing this selfishly so he can finally die. I don't.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you guys for watching. This was a shorter analysis compared to our other ones, but I feel like maybe we were just a bit more concise than usual. Excited. Yeah. So I hope that you guys enjoyed. I hope to see you later. And I can't wait for you guys to see our reaction. Bye, guys. Thank you guys for watching the video. If you guys enjoyed, I encourage you guys to become patrons over on Patreon. Patrons get a lot of different rewards, ranging from early access to all of our videos up to a week in advance. $10 patrons actually get them sometimes weeks in advance, or even like a month in advance. It depends on how much we record for. But also, all of our patrons get access to our Discord server, which is really cool if you guys want to talk to us in a more direct way. I obviously hang out a lot there. And there are just a bunch of other rewards that you guys can check out on Patreon. You guys can sort of see for yourself, and if you want to support us, you want to help us out, you want to see more videos like this and want to help keep us going, you guys would really help us out. So yeah, I hope that you guys will consider becoming patrons, and I hope that all of our patrons enjoy seeing their lovely names at the end of the screen, because we couldn't do this without them. So I will see you guys later. Bye.